It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Friday. It's Good Friday. It's Good News Day. And I'm excited to be here to report some much needed good news because I know we could all really use it. I know I could. That's why I do this show. And I see some new people in the chat. So hello to all the new people. What's up? Pogue, hello. First time here. What are we doing? We're talking about good things. That's what we do on this show on Fridays. We talk about cute animals. We talk about good humans doing good human things. We talk about just positivity and trying to remember that there's still good things going on out there because that's the world we live in. There's a balance, there's a yin and a yang, there's a negative, there's a positive, and we try to bring that into balance on this show because objective reality is a thing. So objective reality means that there's positive and negative. So that's what I try to do. Whereas on my Wednesday show, I try to remember that there's really messed up stuff going on. So in order to balance that show, I made this show so I can balance it out. And I'm so happy to see new people here. We also have a very new member here. Hello, Eldrick Lord Haster. Hello. We have a Lord in the chat, people. A Lord. Hello. Hello, Lord Haster. We also do other things like I try to be British and give you my best British accent. Usually I fail and people make fun of me. They make fun of me for reading because I don't know how to read. I don't know how to pronounce words most of the time, British words, even though I'm Canadian. And so a lot of things like that. It's just a lot of good fun going on this show. The only rule for all the new people who don't know is that on this show, we don't talk about politics. That's the only rule because politics are divisive, but we're all here. We're all here to remember that we're all humans, and that's the only rule. The only rule is no politics. And with that said, welcome one and all. Hello, and I hope you had a good week, you guys. I had a weird night last night. My internet went down. And it just literally came back like half an hour before the show. So thank God that we have internet. Yay. Yay for internet. And again, thank you, Eldridge Lord Hasta, for becoming a member of the channel. You now have access to zombie Jonathan emojis.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right.
And of course, turtle love, because this show is all about love, and especially turtles because they sound funny while they make babies. Yay, turtles. Everything, just fun. Just pure fun. This show makes no sense in some ways. Thank you again. Braz Monkey is here, Brazzy. Hello, Brazzy Braz. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the chat. And on the Rumble side, because we are live on Rumble also, as well as X, he gave $10 to the Japan Fund. So thank you so very much for that. My goodness. One of these days, Brazzy. One of these days. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get a kimono. I'm gonna wear one. I'm gonna go to those cool shrines. And I'm gonna make a video just for you, Brazzy. Just for you. Let me zoom in on this. Just for you, Brazzy. I'm gonna be like, this all for you, Brazzy. Yay! Because of all the love. So thank you. Thank you. Look at this. We got another new member, Vice Baby. Vice Baby. Dun 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 dun. Vice Baby. Dun 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 dun. Hello, welcome. I like your little cowboy hat. Little icon. That's cute. I like it. Ooh, and I came up with a new thing. So if we get a, although I don't know if you're going to be able to see it today because it's too bright. This won't work without no lights. But I was thinking that every time we do like a $20 or more super chat, we're gonna do like a little dance party. And I came up with this with Dave Neal on Wednesday because he's awesome. And he was like, you should just put that on when you get like big super chats. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. But let's see if it works. Does it work? Do you guys even see that? You can kind of see it. It's kind of changing. Okay, well, we'll try it out if there's a big super chat. We'll figure it out. It's not working because it's daytime right now. But we'll figure something out. No, go back to purple. Okay, we're good. We're good. You're purple. Okay. All right. Thanks, Vice Baby, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you. And Brazzy gifted 5. Thank you. And we got DL for $1.99. Thank you so much. DL says, Nia, have you seen the latest SB mowing? Oh my God, yes. I have been keeping track. We talked about the lady that he helped, and he helped fund the house. Well, her house was like in disarray. We talked about this, and I think he finally gave her the money. And I know he's been doing a bunch of updates on it. I figured maybe I'll do the update next week. So we'll see though, because I didn't get into it this week. So maybe next week we'll talk about it. But thanks, DL. Oh my God, what is going on? Hold on. We got a super chat, a big one over on Rumble. Hold on. Ooh, well, not super chat. We got a Rumble rant. We got a purple Rumble rant from Ian So Forth. We're gonna try and party. What? We got that. You guys can't see this. Can you see this? We're gonna party. We're gonna party. He says for $50. YouTube won't auto renew my membership. What? Well, that's angry. You spent you gave me $50 to say that. Ian, you didn't have to give me $50 to say that. That is so generous. Thank you. My goodness. Who do I yell at? I just turned into a Karen. Where do I go? You need to stop seizuring. Who do I yell at for YouTube? Well, how dare you, YouTube? Hold on. We need a clip for YouTube. What? How is this a thing? Wait. This is for YouTube.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I'm sorry, Ian. That's crazy. I don't know what to say. That's just mean of YouTube to do that to me and to you. But I love you, Ian. Thank you for the $50 to say that is so generous. Thank you so much. I think I got the gifted memberships from Psychotic Mongoose. Thank you. And 201 Studios this year. Thank you for the $5. It says happy Friday to the pretty hot and tempting Persian princess. Wow. that's a lot. Keep the compliments coming. Thank you. I am really hot. And I mean that like the heat has entered the Cancun stratosphere, and I'm dying. That's why we've switched back to iced coffee here, people, because I'm actually kind of like, why is it so hot? All right, let's get started. There's so many people in the chat, you guys. I'm so happy. This is a bump in chat today. This is oh, Patrick, I got an AC, man. I'm literally standing right below it. It's not helping. It needs more. We need more. We need more AC. Spike is here. We've got who else do we got? We got Dave. What's going on, Dave? How you doing? We got Darren, mod extraordinaire, of course. Hello, Darren. My Canadian brother from another mother. We got Zerksmorks in the chat. How you doing? TD is here. My German brother. Hello. We've got hello, Jacob. Jacob is here. How you doing, Jacob? Good to see you. Patrick is here. Hello, Patrick. Doc the Butcher is here. Hello, Keely Chow is here. Man, everybody's here today. Steel Leg is here. Hello, Steel Leg. We got Nomad in the house. How you doing? Oh, there's Ian. Ian so forth for 10 says, I think I hit temporary spending ceiling on subs, though they're still happy to take their super chat cut. Who do I turn into a Karen to? I can Mama Susan's gone. Who's the new guy? Where do I find a complaint for this situation? Hold on. We have another clip.
How dare you?
That was for YouTube, not for anybody else. It's for YouTube. And oh my god, oh my god, look at this. Everyone's showering me today. Local Hero is in the chat. Hello, Local Hero. Here's 100 to not dance. A wave will do. Hi. Hello. Good evening. Good day. I think it's good evening for you guys. Hi. What kind of wave do you want? Do you guys remember the Pocahontas wave? Where she was like this? Thank you, Local Hero. That's so sweet. Thank you. My God. How's your bike stuff going? It's been a while since I seen you. You're so cute. Thank you. My goodness. Ian, I need to reach out to someone about this. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But Local Hero, you're amazing. Thank you. So kind. So kind. So loving. Just you guys make my day sometimes. Just the love. Oh my God. Okay. 200 Watt Studios for 2 says hot and moist. Okay. 200 Watt Studios, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, bro. I don't have a good clip for you.
Stop it. Get some help.
That was the best I could do for that one. Hello, Brian. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello. Okay, we have stuff to talk about. I apologize in advance for having to read for you guys today. Because that's the first article. There's no there's no video, so I will have to read. I apologize. Okay, here we go. 76-year-old metal detectorist discovers ultra rare Roman coin after 6 years of searching in a farm field. How cool is this? You know what, TD? You know what, TD? I'm not going to go over this right now, TD. You know what? Okay. All right. Here we go. A golden Roman coin believed to be the first of its kind ever found in Britain fetched thousands at auction after being unearthed by a devoted metal detectorist. I mean, you got to be really devout to do this. Ron Walters finally struck gold after 6 years of searching the same farmer's field near Dudley, West Midlands, every spring and autumn when the crops weren't sown. The retired welder said he stumbled across a rare Roman coin which dates back to 6980. 69! You guys, oh, that reminds me of Shane G. It's too bad he's not in the chat. He would have gotten a kick out of this. Shane G, if you listen later on, look, it says 69 AD. This article was written just for you. On a day when he was almost going to stay home. You know, that's always how it happens. You know, that's usually how it goes. You're like, I really don't want to work today. You know, like that's how I kind of was feeling today. I was like, I really don't. I want to just stay in bed. I'm not feeling well. But then I go live and then Local Hero shows up and everybody shows up. And I'm feeling so alive right now. Thank you guys. Patrick's like 69 is fun. This is true. He says, I was going to go one Thursday and decided I was going to go one Thursday. I think he means on Thursday. Decided against it. it was my wife who basically told me to bugger off and get out of the house for a bit. Should I pretend to be British on this one, you guys? Let me try my big British wife accent. You need to bugger off and go to the field. Wait, why did she say that? That didn't work. I apologize to all the British people. Okay, here we go. Said the 76-year-old grandfather, I was glad I did it. I was out for a couple of hours and I picked a signal up. I started digging a bit, but then I lost the signal. I managed to get reading again and cold from a clod of earth about 2 feet away from me. I broke it open and then this coin dropped into my hand. It's like a movie. That's so cool. There is the picture. It is believed to be the first gold auris of Emperor Aulus Vitellius to ever been recorded as a find in the British Isles. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. Look at that. Does he have a ponytail? That's cool. My heart was racing. I just popped it in my pocket and went straight back home. In metal detecting circles, a Roman coin is probably amongst the best things you can find. That or an ancient English or ancient English gold. I can only imagine soldiers traveling with it, possibly via France. The 1955-year-old was auctioned with what? Oh, coin was auctioned this week by Fielding's auctioneers and fetched a thick $6,000, which the King's Winford man will split with the field landowner. Oh, yay, sharing is caring. Mark Hannum, senior coin specialist at the Fielding, said the coin was genuinely amazing find and a unique piece of history. To find a coin from 69 AD is an incredibly rare, as most coins we find in this country are from the 3rd and 4th centuries, and we are talking about a time when the gold was at its purest level. Dang, that's crazy. I wonder if there's more there though, because you only found one. I would keep looking. That means there's probably more. How can there only be one? The fact that this one has escaped plowing in the ground for over 1900 years and the coin is still excellent condition is quite remarkable. That's what I'm saying. What if there's more there? I'd be going back to look. There's gold in them craps. Gotta go looking for more gold. It's awesome. Very cool. Vice Baby for 10 says, take my money. Well, thank you. Thank you. I will. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we got 200 Watt Studios for 2 says, please no more singing or accents, Nina. I don't know if I can promise that. Hey, look, if you paid me a lot more, then I would say okay. But especially the dancing, I like dancing and I like singing. Why would you not want me to dance and sing? You don't even know me. It's like you don't know who I am. Dancing and singing is a part of my soul. You're asking me not to be Nina. That's really hard to do. Ian So Forth for 10 says, I was just... He's helping me out. I was just outside with me metal detector. I can't even do it. I was just outside with me metal detector. See, 200 Watt Studios, other people like it. They're trying to help me out to nail the accent. This is the way. Thank you, Ian. Hey, Russell is here. I have to pre-read yours because I can never trust you. Okay, so thank you, Russell, for the 2 says, what's your feeling about McDonald's apple pies? They're gross. I don't like them. They're terrible. I tried one the other day because I was desperate for a pie. It did not work out. I was like, ugh. I don't know if they've changed the recipe or it's always been that bad because it was awful. 200 Watt Studios 2 says moist. Okay. Um, Russell says, what is that supposed to mean? You know what it means, Russell. You know exactly what it means. Everyone in this chat knows what it means. You know what it means. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay. Moving on. I have other things to talk about. I just need a drink though. Russell Hall for 2 says, pie is really easy to make, right? I've never been a baker, Russell. I can't even make cookies, man. It just doesn't turn out for me. I certainly would. I've never tried making pie. I feel like that's way too difficult to do. But I may have to one of these days. If I get desperate enough, I have to actually make my own pie. So maybe for Thanksgiving this year, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this, Russell. You're giving me some. Do you make pie, Russell? Have you ever made pie? What kind of pie do you make? And what's your favorite pie? Have you ever made any? If it's that easy to make, I'm sure you can make some, right? Ooh, there's somebody new in the Rumble Rant chat. Hi. Oh, look at all these new people. This makes me happy. Hello, I think you're also new. No, you're not new. I've seen you. Dizzle. Hello. Pumpkin pie's easy. I don't like pumpkin pie. My husband likes pumpkin pie, but I don't like pumpkin pie. It's not my thing. But maybe I guess I can make it for him. You are not awesome one. Awesome one, you're from the first chat. I remember you from when we used to hang out with John Talks. You're OG OG. OG. I'm pretty sure this is DL. For $1.99, Nina wants pie. Thank you. It says McDonald's pies used to be fried, not baked. Okay, when I worked there, they were baked and they were great. I remember because I had to make them. And they had to they were all frozen, and you would take them out of their little packets and you would put them on these trays and you would stick them into the oven. And they were really, really good. But then something's changed. We never fried them when I worked there. And that was a long time ago. That was when I was 14, 15 when I got a job there. Man, it's a lifetime ago. Maybe you guys did it in the States, but we didn't do that in Canada. Russell Hall for 5 says, I can make anything. Russell Hall is an excellent cook. You're like George Costanza. You talk about yourself in the third person. And yes, I've made pies all sorts. Just get pre-made crust and toss in some canned filling. Well, that's kind of like cheating though, Russell. You're supposed to make your own crust and get organic fruits and all that kind of stuff. Cause that's kind of like cheating. But I see what you're saying though, basic stuff you can do. I get that. If you talk about this with Chrissy Mayer, she considers this cheating because she says you gotta make your own crust. See, that's what I've always been under the impression of is you have to make your own crust. I don't think I can do that. I don't have enough skills for that. See, look at that. Real bakers make their own crusts, says Steel Egg. See, it's not just me. I've been told this. You know what, Russell? Russell, I'm gonna go with you're right. You're actually right. Russell Hall, man, you know what? He's right on this one. That rarely ever happens, but he's right. You're right. I'm gonna have to get some pre-made stuff. David Morris is here. Thank you, David. Says got me. Wait, what? Got me lesbian juice. got me juju beans, got me. Oh my God. Now I get it. For a second, I was like, wait, what? David. I was like, David, this is not the right show. But okay, I get the reference. Oh no. David. It's from Father Ted, people. If you don't get it. I was like, oh my God, David, you know the rules here. Ron is right, says, don't overthink it, Nina. This is, I have a habit of doing that. I overthink everything. 200-watt Studios for 2 says, I make my own crust if I don't Okay, that's it. You know what? 200-watt Studios. I was actually saving this for Russell Hall of all people. I actually made a clip for him specifically for this reason. When he gets a little out of hand, but I'm gonna have to play it for you. I can't believe that you out Russell. Okay, hold on. Let me find this clip. Where did it go? Where? I should have been more prepared for this. What? Why can't I find this clip that I made? Okay, here it is. This is for you.
He's way tart.
You guys remember that? That was good. That was a good clip. That was for you, 200-watt Studios. It's unbelievable. Russell Hall for 2 says, I'm shocked. So am I, Russell. So am I. My goodness. All right, next story. Okay, this story is kind of cool. It's not kind of cool. It's freaking cool. It's absolutely awesome. It's a great story. I love it. This is a story about the power of social media. And we all know that social media can be really annoying and do a lot of bad things, but it can also be used as a source for good, the power of light and goodness, which is what happened in this case when a woman raised $300,000 to help an 81-year-old waitress retire. An 81-year-old waitress in Pittsburgh is getting the chance to finally retire thanks to the kindness of thousands of strangers who came together after seeing her story on TikTok. Tammy Conzier was dining at the local restaurant with her son when she met Betty, their waitress. During their conversation, Tammy was heartbroken to learn that Betty was still working at 81 years old, not by choice, but out of necessity. She was surviving on only $910 a month from Social Security, far from enough to cover her bills. Determined to help, Tammy took to TikTok, sharing Betty's story in hopes that the online community would step in. And boy, did they step in. So here we go.
It's this one
We're
because
going to watch this.
At Eaton Park is probably in her 70s. I'm here with my son. And
Oh,
she
he's
can
so
hardly
cute.
walk. And we heard her tell the table next to us, because they asked why she was still working, that she only makes $910 a month on Social Security, and she has to still work because her bills exceed $910 a month. Any proceeds I get from this video and the TikTok Creator Rewards program, I will come back and give to her. I have $40 in my purse, so that's what I'm going to leave her for a tip.
Get a lot of views on this.
Why?
Because he's like barely has any money.
And she can hardly. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a great day. Be
This
safe
is
out
for
there.
you. We heard you say you can't retire yet,
I know.
so we gave you a little extra.
Thank you. No, I mean, I worked all my life and as a waitress and still can't retire.
I'm sorry. I feel so terrible. So does he. Yeah. How old are you? Oh, I shouldn't ask that. Sorry.
I'm 18. I'm 81.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. You look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I can still outdo these young whippersnappers. You take care now. Take
Aww.
care and enjoy life because it'll go by you fast.
Okay,
This
TikTok,
is
do your
true.
thing. Make this video go viral.
Please.
Aw, I love that little boy. He's so cute. He's like, please. Well, you know what? It worked. Tammy set up a GoFundMe with a $25,000 goal, but the outpouring of support far exceeded the expectations. Within just 3 days, more than 13,000 people donated, raising $319,000. I believe they're at now. I just clicked it, $327,923. Within just 3 days, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, we got that one. I'm overwhelmed with joy, but like overwhelmed with all the messages because I've never knew this was going to happen. Cozier cheerfully shared in a TikTok video. Humanity just band together and retired this lady. One person commented on a video. Her story has made me bawl. Another viewer wrote, my grandmother didn't retire until she was 80. I hope this woman gets to live the rest of her life peacefully and full of love and ease. This heartwarming act of generosity proves the social media can be a powerful tool for good. Now, thanks to the kindness of thousands of strangers, Betty can finally enjoy the retirement she deserves. Now, I actually did go to this woman's page and I learned a couple of more details about the story, which is that they have made contact with Betty. They told her about the money. Let me play this clip for you guys because this is from her page. So she's been updating people on like things that have happened, and this is
Where are we,
one of the
Leo?
We're at
it's
Eaton Park,
We're-
about to go tell Betty the grand total.
The grand total as of today, because
Yeah.
the GoFundMe has not turned off yet. And I just figured out what it is as of today. The GoFundMe is at $323,084. My Venmo and Cash App is at $4,650.60. And then I made $1,544.58 off that video. But after I take taxes out, that's at $1,004.58, bringing her total as of Wednesday around 12:30 to $328,739.18. Let's go see Betty.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Aw.
just went to lunch with Betty. She is a very sweet, deserving woman.
100%.
As I've said before, Leo, does she want to be on camera or video?
No.
No. She had someone that she was close to actually tell us that before she came to have lunch with us.
And then once we were at lunch, she told us she doesn't want to be like filmed or anything.
Yeah, she's a very private person.
Aw.
Also found out that she's what?
It's our neighbor.
She is basically our neighbor. I'm not kidding. She lives about 0.2 miles away from us, about a 7-minute walk. Found that
How
out
cool
today.
is that?
We were stunned. I told her that I was going to send my kids down this summer for ice cream at her house. She is so
Aw.
nice. She is so deserving. She's so grateful. These dogs are very jealous. Do we have anything else to say about her?
Cute doggies.
She's very nice.
She's just a really great human, a very deserving human. She has a great story that I'm not going to share with the world because she doesn't want to share it with the world. But we had lunch for about 2 hours today, and it was a really nice time. And I'm so glad that we were put in this place at a certain time, and we raised this money for her to enjoy the rest of her life.
Good
Where are we, Leo?
humans.
We're at Eaton Park,
We're-
about to go tell.
Oh, yay. Good humans, you guys. And then also, she did get a lawyer, and they're trying to basically like sort everything out. They're in contact with the lawyer about the funds and wanting to give her the money and everything. So, and she's being very transparent about everything that's going on, even though she has been actually getting attacked about it. But like, I can't believe people would do that. But you know how the internet is. But it seems like everything is on the up and up, and the lady is going to be getting her money. Betty's going to be getting her money, and they've really been nice about it, protecting her privacy, and doing all the good things. So that's it. It's all good. It's all good. And thank you to all of those guys thank you to everyone who donated, and thank you to them for making it happen. I mean, especially the little kid. He's so kind, which shows that he has really good parents. So good on her. Good humans. Good humans all around. Makes me happy. Gives me hope. It feeds my soul. Spike Insanity for 2 says, you seem to attract hooligans. Do better, girl. Are you talking about yourself? You shouldn't call yourself a hooligan. You're not a hooligan, Spike. You're a good human, Spike. Okay. All right. So now, yeah, and she did also say whippersnappers. And that was awesome. If anyone in their 80s says whippersnappers, I'm going to be saying whippersnappers all the time when I get old. Be like, you whippersnappers. Rana's right says, I'm a hooligan. I guess Spike is right then. Damn, I'm outed. Wow, people are just coming out as hooligans now. Okay. That's weird, but all right. Okay, next story. And this one's such a sweet story. Such a sweet story. It's about British people, but I will do you a favor and I won't do any accents. I promise, Ian. I think Ian's had enough of my BS. I won't be doing any accents on this one. Community unites to reunite lost toy elephant with tearful toddler. This comes from London, England, where a 3-year-old boy in, how do you even say this word? Caltham, South London, has been joyfully reunited with his beloved toy elephant thanks to the power of social media and a caring local butcher. Another social media story, you guys. Again, social media being used for a source of good. Look at that. John Lewis is like really wanting me to do the accent. If I see something funny, maybe I will. Catherine Wilson launched an online search after her son's cherished stuffed elephant went missing, an event that left the toddler heartbroken at bedtime. You guys, I've had this happen. It's actually a nightmare. Like when you have a toddler lose their favorite toy, it becomes an actual nightmare. It's a nightmare situation. Just 24 hours later, a tip from a kind stranger led her straight to M. Moen and Sons, a well-known butcher shop in the area where the missing toy had been sitting in the window. The journey of the lost elephant began when Gary Moen, the shop owner, spotted the plush toy abandoned on a crosswalk. Hoping to keep it safe and easily spotted, he placed it in the shop window, unaware of the frantic online search underway. Meanwhile, Wilson's husband had been scouring the neighborhood late into the night, hoping to find their son's treasured companion. Ah, the poor dad. I can I can just see it in my mind's eye, like how this guy's going crazy trying to find this thing. Poor guy. Little did they know that the missing elephant had already become a local celebrity. The breakthrough came when a woman who had seen Wilson's plea on Instagram recognized the toy in the butcher shop's display and sent a message. Wilson wasted no time in retrieving it, bringing relief to both herself and her son. I never thought we'd ever see it again. Why does she sound like an 80-year-old woman? See, this is what happens when I do the accent, you guys. It doesn't sound good. He was in tears all night. It was awful. I really need to work on this. Matt Smith, the head butcher of M. Moen and Sons, was amazed at how quickly the community rallied around the search. When social media works, it really works. I'm sorry. He said, "Oh, look at him. What a nice guy. Look at this guy. Look, if you guys are in London, if I have any British people in London, go give this guy Go to this butcher shop, buy some of his meat. I know that sounds really weird, but give this guy your business. He's making people happy. So go buy meat from this dude. The feel-good reunion has warmed hearts across Calvin, reaffirming why Wilson loves her neighborhood so much. Oh, I would love my neighborhood too if they did this for my kid. That's so great. That's so great. I love it. I love these kinds of stories. They're all so great. These people are so great. They made it work. They made it. Yeah. I dare you to go say that at the butcher shop. Give me the meat and give it to me raw. I dare you. I dare you, Ron. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you. Yes, tell him Nina sent you if you go. If you go, tell him Nina Infinity sent you, that we talked about it on the Good News Show. Wow, Nina, the Scottish accent wasn't too bad. That was Scottish? I didn't know. I was trying to do the guy from, or the accent from the Christmas Story, when that kid's like, I triple dog dare you. I love that part. And then that stupid kid licks the pole. Okay, next story, and this story is upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. It was very upsetting at first, because sometimes that happens. This is what I'm talking about, like that the world gets balanced, and this story starts out really upsetting and unfortunate. Oh yes, shields up, everybody, shields up to the max, because this is a tough one. This is just tough one. No. Red alert. Red alert, people. But it ends well. It ends well. So here we go. It says garbage collector saves newborn from dumpster. Now he wants to adopt her. A garbage collector in Rio de Janeiro made a life-changing discovery during his night shift when he found a newborn baby abandoned in a box near a dumpster. At first, Samuel da Silva dos Santos thought that she was just a discarded doll, but the heartbreaking reality quickly set in, and she was alive. A video of Silva cradling the fragile infant wrapped in the pink blanket spread rapidly across social media, sparking a wave of emotion across Brazil. It's very emotional because she is a warrior, isn't she? She was born again, Silva said, his voice filled with emotion. So this is the video. If you can speak Brazilian Portuguese, you'll know.
Aqui, ó, na Ouro Negro. Ouro Negro. Ouro Preto aqui em Cascadura. Aí, ó, caminhão aí. No lixo, cara. Ser humano, cara.
That is so sad. At first, the baby was unresponsive, but Silva held her. She slowly began to steer. Anderson Mendes Nunes, Silva's partner on the garbage truck, described the surreal moment. I think she felt more cuddled and a bit warmer. It was then that she began to open her eyes. The pair found the baby towards the end of their collection route in Rio's northern district. Without hesitation, they rushed to get her medical attention. Officials later confirmed that she was in stable condition. Looking back, Silva realized just how narrowly tragedy was avoided. We usually work quickly with shovels, tossing the garbage into the truck. It could have been worse, he said. Now, as a father of 3, Silva hopes to give the little girl a loving home. She needs someone who will give her love, who will give her care, he said, expressing his desire to adopt her. From a heartbreaking beginning to a story of hope, this remarkable rescue is touching hearts everywhere, and it definitely did touch mine as well. My God, I was I was definitely, my shields were non-existent when I first read this story. I mean, it's terrible, man. Some of these things happen, and it was just, it's a really unfortunate situation when things like that happen. But when you have a man like that steps up and decides to become a father to her, I mean, that's just wonderful. I mean, there's no way you can go around that. He saved her life, and now he's going to be raising her. Absolutely good human. Cheers to this good human from Brazil. I hope that she has a long and happy life with her new family. Good human indeed. Exactly. Sad, but also happy if she gets a new dad. Exactly. She's gonna get a new dad, new family, new siblings. Hopefully, like I said, a long and happy life. Grim just showed up. Happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday, Grim. Hello. We also have another story here, and this one also may have made me cry a little bit. Less upsetting than the other one, but still upsetting, because there's bullies in the world, and bullies can be mean. But then humans come through, and that is what's amazing. And what else is amazing is that you guys here are here live. We have across the 3 platforms, Rumble, YouTube, and X, we have 254 people watching. So hello and thank you. Make sure you smash the like, share the video stream, all the good stuff, because this next video is most likely going to be gone on the replay because it's by Steve Hartman. And they do usually claim me when I share these stories. So this one might be gone. But we're going to watch it for the live folks out there. This one's going to be a good one. So 1,500 cars rally to support bullied Alabama boy with autism. This is a story of Camelot. And I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I love Camelot. Shout out to Camelot. But boy with autism got bullied, and we're gonna. It was a terrible beginning, but with a very sweet ending. So here we go. This is the story.
Steve Hartman went on the road where some muscle car drivers proved that their most powerful muscle is their heart, powerful enough to lift
Rainbow.
I'm just going to pause here to say, yes, bring back rainbows. Rainbows are rainbows. They're pretty, and they come out after the rain, and it shouldn't be politicized. Thank you. Rainbows are rainbows. It saved his life, you guys. Also, I really want a rainbow pair of glasses. So if I find one, I'm totally going to rock one. If I find one, I'm totally buying it, and I will definitely wear it on the show. We got Taking Back the Rainbow for $1.99 says, I agree with you 100%, Nina. Yes, we need to take back the rainbow. The rainbow is awesome, and it shouldn't be politicized. It's a beautiful thing that happens, and I love it. I love rainbows. I love rainbows. Okay. Next story. Now, this story, oh my God, this story is crazy. I love this story because it's about good humans. Good humans rescuing people. This is one of my favorite stories. I mean, this kid is just in the right place at the right time, and he just rescued several people. Here we go. Teen hero saves neighbor and her children from house fire. This video was wild. We're gonna watch this here. Here we go.
Good afternoon. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We've been bringing you breaking news on a house fire on the west side since about 11 o'clock, 11:30 this morning. And we heard the amazing story of a 16-year-old who jumped into action when he heard a neighbor screaming because their home was on fire. we now have the dramatic rescue video. We're going to show you the video, and then we'll let you hear from the 16-year-old himself. This was the fire. It happened on the 130 block of Sacramento Avenue. This is on the west side of Cleveland. It's considered the Jefferson neighborhood. And in fact, if you know where Garfield Elementary School is in Jefferson, that's where this is located now. This is the aftermath, obviously, as firefighters were there putting out the flames, doing what they could to salvage what's left of that home. But as our reporter Harry Boomer was standing there, he met the 16-year-old and his father, who jumped into action. I'm going to take the banner down. You can see the smoke starting to pour from that home. There is the 16-year-old who said he grabbed his dad's ladder from the backyard and quickly took it across the street. You'll hear from him in his own words, and you're starting to see flashes of those flames. On that roof right now is a mom and her 10-month-old and a 7-year-old. Now, there was a 12-year-old who had already jumped off that roof, but the mom stayed up there with her 7-year-old and her 10-month-old. That's when the 16-year-old came over, and you're going to see him climb.
The 12-year-old jumped off the roof by himself. That's kind of crazy.
Up to the top of that roof, the porch roof, and look at the smoke as it starts to pour out. And that smoke can flash over at any time and become a major amount of flames. You can see the flames shooting out of the left side of the house. There it looks like the 10-month-old that the kid, the 16-year-old is rescuing. He has the baby, the toddler, in his arms. Here comes the 7-year-old in green there. He's going to walk himself down, but 16-year-old right back up that ladder to help guide that 7-year-old down the ladder. And then here comes mom as she gets to safety. Now, the 12-year-old had already jumped off the roof and was safe, but it was really the work of that 16-year-old with the ladder that just some incredible moments here. As the flames grow larger and larger, the smoke filling that entire second floor, the black smoke.
This is so crazy.
That eventually ends up destroying that home. Just
nightmare.
An incredible moment from such a young man taking the ladder down there. But we got a chance to catch up with his dad. You'll hear from him. His father is Matt Stamper. And then you'll hear from Tyler Sauda. He's the 16-year-old there you see with the ladder. What an incredible job of rescuing that family off the top of that roof. Take a listen to what is clearly an extremely proud father of this 16-year-old, and really the circumstance that Tyler was home at the time. Take a listen.
What you know?
Well, I didn't hear nothing. I was at work, and my son had called me after the fact and said, hey, I just used your ladder. There was a house on fire, and I just saved some kids and their mother, got them down off the roof, and I couldn't believe it. So I rushed here. When I got here, they had told me the story about what he did. He could probably explain it a lot better because he was here in person.
Tell me what you saw, what you did. You're a hero today.
I was in my house. I heard screaming, and I seen a kid on top of the roof. The house was on fire. So I took a ladder, ran over, put the ladder up, grabbed the 4 kids, and helped the mom down the ladder, and then took the ladder down.
That's a very brave thing to do.
I guess.
Yeah. So what do you think about doing that, being in the right place at the right time?
Yeah, the right place, right time, right. I don't know.
Did you know the family at all?
He's like,
no, I have no clue there.
How long did it take you?
I like how honest he is, because what else are you gonna do? Like, if you are capable of helping someone, you're gonna help them, right? Like, so I love how organic his answers are. Yeah. I mean, I had a ladder. I saw people yelling. I put it up and I helped them out.
You to get them out of there, how to get them down?
Like 40 seconds, maybe like a minute tops.
Yeah. Again, man, thank you for what you did, man. When you first saw the smoke and the house on fire, what did you think?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I just took the ladder and ran.
It's just like, I just went.
did what he had to do. Man.
He's a hero.
Surprised me about him, man. He just jumped into
He didn't
action,
even
no
think
questions
about it.
asked. He risked his life to save the others. It just shows you like he valued other people's life more than his own at the time. Just to try to do what he needed to do. He knew what needed to be done, and he did it. And I'm so proud of
Good
this
dad.
Well, he had to get it from somewhere.
yeah, no doubt. That's what I mean. I told him right. And, but it's his own. Like, he did it. He was here. I wasn't. His crazy thing is I was supposed to take him to work with me today. And I was like, nah, I don't really need you. You know, you worked with me yesterday. Take the day off. And, like, everything happens for a reason. God is good.
Oh,
And he was
wow.
at the right place at the right time. I heard the screams and no questions asked. Knew what to do. Jumped into action like he does it for a living. So they told him, you know, keep a good record. In 2 years, he could be a fireman.
Yay.
Just an incredible story and a proud father watching the video here
Proud
again.
dad.
That 16-year-old struggling a little bit. That's a very large ladder.
Yeah.
I think any of us would struggle a little bit.
I'm more like, why aren't these chicks helping him out with the ladder? Like, I was like, why ladies just watching him do it? Like this ladder is way too big. You can go grab the other end and help this kid out, but instead they're just like watching him do it. I'd be helping.
How selfless. And you see those flashes on the other side of that home as it's on fire. Not quite sure what that is. If those are maybe electrical arcs that you see, just adding to the seriousness of that situation. A couple of other neighbors helping get that ladder up to the top of that roof.
They barely
and again,
helped.
keep in mind that a 12-year-old had already jumped off that roof, but that mother had to stay up there.
The 12-year-old was like, fish it out
with her 10-month-old and a 7-year-old waiting to be rescued. And there goes Tyler up the ladder. She hands him the 10-month-old. Tyler just springing into action like he had done this before. And it's just incredible, the safety and the fear factor and the smoke. And you start to see even more flames coming out of the left side of that home.
My God,
but he's not done yet. He's got to go back up and help that 7-year-old in green there. Has to help him, guide him down of the ladder, and then mom coming down to safety. Just some incredible video. We'll make sure we want to give credit to Ashley Caraballo, who gave us this video. It looks like it might be a Ring camera on a home nearby. But just an incredible situation. And that kid is absolutely 100% a hero.
Yes, he is.
The smoke
He's
is
a hero.
you're going to see it. It's going to start to get really thick. Had to be starting to get hot with the flames now ripping through that room right behind where they were waiting. And that kid just does an incredible job. Wanted to bring you that video because we just got it in. And a big thanks to that Tyler Sauda. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. As he did an incredible job today.
Hero.
And his father, Matt, couldn't have been more proud, even getting choked up. And what about that circumstance? Was thinking about taking him to work today, gave him the day off. So that he was in the right place at the right time to help make that rescue.
So crazy.
We're going to have a complete wrap up on this story coming up.
So crazy. You like, again, you never know what's going to happen, right? And sometimes things are meant to be. That dad was so choked up. He was saying he was going to take him to work with him. And he's like, no, you know what? You came with me yesterday. Just stay home, have a relaxing day, whatever. And then bam, this happens. And I mean, the boy stepped up, and what more can you say about something like that? Just, divine intervention, I guess. God works through people. So it's just, it's crazy when you see things like that, when you see things like that. And then you see like the other people just standing around, goes to show like even more how much of a hero that Tyler kid was, because usually when things like that happen, it's kind of like a fight or flight situation, or like, you freeze and you don't really do anything. So it's really interesting when there's kids like that just step up immediately and they don't even think about it. The kid didn't even think about it. That's why when the guy was like asking him all these questions, he was like, I had a ladder. I heard screaming. I helped. It was just second nature to him. And that's why I think the dad was so proud. So proud. It was a good story. It was good story. Okay, we have about 2.5 more stories And then we'll be done. These next two stories are animal related, and it's really sweet. I'm going to read this one first because it has to do with reading, and well, I'm sure you guys are going to be just so happy at my reading abilities. Okay, here we go. The story is about a wiener dog. A wiener dog. Ooh, what's up, FKHC 2005? That's awesome. Nice weekend. Long weekend. All right. Here we go. How Valerie, the wiener dog, survived 18 months in the Australian bush to make it home. My God. Like, I mean, this is one of those things where you think this is impossible because, I mean, Australia is freaking crazy. There's things that can like kill you everywhere there. You could like they tell you don't stick your hand in a mailbox without looking in it first because there could be spiders in there that kill you. You get warned by people when you go to Australia. There's birds that can kill you. They tell you don't go off by yourself because the birds here can kill you. It's true. But this wiener dog survived for 18 months in the Australian bush. On an island south of Adelaide, a strange creature has been seen creeping through the bush. A long cylindrical body and a long snout flanked by floppy ears are dead giveaways. But this wiener dog named Valerie isn't lost anymore after 18 months of living wild on a kangaroo island. Local police are poised to get her out of there and reunite her with owners Josh Fishlock and Georgia Gardner. In 2023, the pair were enjoying a camping holiday on the island with their miniature. What? That's the dog's name. I'm just gonna call him Wiener Dog. Miniature Wiener Dog Valerie, who weighs no more than 8 pounds soaking wet. The pampered pooch was used to pink sweaters and toys, treats and ramps to help her to get upstairs. Oh my God, it was like my cat. My cat's like a princess like that, except she doesn't have a ramp. And so the couple thought that it would be safe to leave her closed in the cage with plenty of pleasures while they went fishing. But within minutes of casting their lines, another camper told them that Valerie had escaped, run underneath a van, and then bolted into the bush when people tried to coax her out. We spent the next 5 days searching for her through the bushland, hiking up and down big hills and camping overnight, Georgia told the Sunday Times. They had packed only a pair of clothes each, and amid the stink, the rain, and the lack of any sight of their beloved pooch, the two reluctantly gave up and returned home to Albury. I'm going to say this right here. I mean, and I mean no judgment to these people at all, but I could never leave. I'd be like, I'm just going to die here. Like I will die here looking for this dog. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. But I'm not trying to judge them. I mean, I can understand why they had to leave. But meanwhile, on the island inhabited by large venomous black tiger snakes and wedge-tailed eagles that prey on the native wallabies, Valerie's fate seems sealed. But it seemed there's more wolf than wiener in Valerie that meets the eye. And a survival instinct evidently kicked in that has seen her make it through 500 days of wild living. Via a local Facebook group, Georgia said that she heard last month that Valerie had been seen on the island at the end of February, just over 9 miles from the campsite where she had been lost. Georgia then contacted Jared Karen, according to the Times, who works as both a local police officer and a wildlife rescuer. Karen organized an effort to locate Valerie's territory by baiting and setting out cameras. They eventually spotted her alive and in rude health. Why didn't they use drones? They could have probably used drones to find this dog. One local tour operator said that that the most likely food source had been roadkill. That's disgusting, but that poor dog had to go through, and that the eagles would have been her biggest threat. Valerie is extremely canny, and Karan is reluctant to try and trap the dog. Instead, they are hoping to reactivate her domesticated instincts and coax her out into the space where she can be apprehended. For their part, Georgia and Josh are preparing for a 13-hour-long drive back to Kangaroo Island to retrieve her. We're just waiting to see what condition she's in and whether she's still domesticated. Georgia says it's all pretty overwhelming. I just want to give her a big hug. I hope that they can rescue this poor little dog. And if I see any updates about it, I will let you guys know. But man, that dog, I can't believe it survived. That's freaking crazy. In the Australian outback. It's a fighter. So that dog is a fighter. No wonder that dog needed a break. Oh my God. Wow. People are being really judgy about this couple. They don't deserve that hero dog. Spike, you should go and adopt this dog. Go to Australia and adopt it. That poor dog. I could never leave my dog. If that happened to me, I'd be like, I guess I'm dying in this forest. I guess this is how I'm gonna go. Because I ain't leaving my dog. That would be me. But I'm not trying to judge. I can't judge people. Okay. Hell no, Australia is scary. I know. I don't ever want to go either. The only reason I've ever wanted to go to Australia was to hug a koala bear, and then I found out they give you chlamydia. So I was like, wait, what? It does sound like that. Blackout 325 on Rumble says Australia sounds like Kong Island, giant spiders, killer birds. No, thanks. I think that's probably where Skull Island is based on, is Australia. Press Mikey. Welcome to Australia, where you have a 50% chance of making it back. Oh man. That's the only reason I would ever want to go though, is to hug a koala. Though I have heard that like the koala bears in the sanctuaries that you get to hug don't have chlamydia because they make sure that they're like clean and stuff. Oh my God, Patrick, their beaches are the worst. They have like the worst beaches. It's all like jellyfish and you can get stung and they have sharks and like, oh my God, I've heard like terrible things about their beaches. If you want a good reef, you should go to Gulf of Mexico. Or even Florida. Man. Like at least we have calm waters here. Sea Lake says we had one a while ago. They are great at getting out of the cages. Like a Wiener dog. The one my mom had would get out of the cage all the time and wouldn't matter who put the cage. Her name was Jasmine. Oh, that's cute. No, guys, I mean the Gulf of Mexico. Because I'm in Mexico, and that's what they call it still here. They call it the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what I'm going to call it. Here we go. Next article. It's going to be another story about doggies. They do have sharks. This is true. They do have sharks. They do have sharks. This next story about these doggies and this kitty is awesome. This is like a homeward bound story in real life. It says real life homeward bound. 2 dogs and a cat rescued after sticking together on the street. There they are. Look at their faces. This one reminds me of Carrie's dog. Oh, look, it's so cute. Wait, there's a Keanu Reeves clickbait news. I'm clicking it. Look at this, so cute. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch the story. Here we are.
Thanks, Tyler. There are friends, there's family, and then there are friends who become family. That's exactly what happened with an unlikely trio who are now in the hands of a Vermont Humane Society. This bonded family of strays found their way into volunteers' hearts, and now, as NBC5's Jackson Stover tells us, they're hoping to join your family and make their way to their forever home.
A tale of companionship between 3 stray animals has one humane society in central Vermont trying to find them a new home. Come here, come here. Meet River.
Say cheese with your no teeth.
Rain. And Reed, 3 buddies with an unbreakable bond.
River, Rain, and Reed were found together as strays.
The trio have been inseparable since they were picked up off the street and brought in by the Central Vermont Humane Society earlier this month. The Humane Society says the trio was found together, wandering for who knows how long in Williamstown, before ultimately being rescued.
Like in here.
They were found in rough shape and have been on the road to recovery these last few weeks.
River's skin is already improving dramatically. The pictures from when we first took her in to now, there's some really great, beautiful new hair growth.
Aww.
The pups found their place in the shelters soon enough, but Reed won't lift a paw without his furry friends beside him.
Aww. Oh my God.
A bond, experts say, can be common among animals that share similar experiences.
They are very selective with who they bond with. So if a cat is close to anyone, whether it's a human or another cat or another animal, it's because they feel safe and actually like the individual. It's a voluntary choice. It's not as much an innate need.
The Humane Society says it's like a friendship you see in the movies, referencing the beloved pet adventure Homeward Bound, also starring 2 dogs and a cat, in a social media blast this week, which has been shared nearly 200 times on Facebook since Monday.
Often do you not only see cats and dogs together and love each other so much, but in their case, they were loose and stayed together.
Only these 3 are still looking for a place to call home. Erica and her team hope there's a family out there ready to welcome all 3 with open arms. And make sure they too are homeward bound.
We know that asking somebody to take on 2 dogs and a cat is a lot, but we're hopeful that somebody has a big space in their heart and their home that these 3 could fill for them.
If you want to meet Reed, River, and Rain and help them find a forever home together, give the Central Vermont Humane Society a call. In East Montpelier, Jackson Stover, NBC5 News.
Aww. Well, guess what? Oh, that's so cute. Well, guess what? This story got even better because they did actually find some good humans. There was an update to the story, and it said here, let me bring back the story. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. It says in the story, the 3 have met a very special couple, and today they will start a foster to adoption trial in the home. The shelter shared in an update. It's important for all that these sweet souls are in the best environment for their needs. So we'll give a little time to be absolutely certain that they found their happily ever after and their full out celebrate with you all. Stay tuned. So that is definitely a thing, though, that they did find somebody, like some people have come forward and decided to adopt all of them, which is fantastic. Yay! Yay, indeed! I hope it works out. I hope they're good people and they vibe with the animals, especially the cat, because that poor cat is like, he's like, I'm here, and the dogs keep messing me up, but I'm here. Okay, there was a clickbait story I kind of wanted to go over because I love Keanu Reeves. You guys know that. But if this is a bad story, don't blame me because this has not been vetted. Keanu Reeves shares a wholesome fun fact that no one knew about him. Keanu Reeves has once again proven why he's one of the most down-to-earth celebrities. During the Reddit AMA, fan asked him to share a fun fact that most people don't know about him. His response, a heartwarming story about how he stumbled into the street hockey league in Los Angeles. Oh, that's cool. And it says, what's a fun fact that most people probably don't know about you? Keanu says, for a long time, Los Angeles, where I was first moved, for a long time in Los Angeles, when I first moved there, when I was 20 years old, it was such a new world and so I saw some guys at a gas station once who had hockey equipment in their car, and I asked them what they were doing, and they said that they were playing street hockey. So I asked them if I could play. So I became involved in a street hockey game that took place every weekend for over 10 years. Every weekend, red versus black. That's so cool. We would take holidays off and sometimes summers, but the game was going on for over 10 years. That was cool to be part of. It was a cool thing to have happened. Made some friends. That's so cool. Keanu playing street hockey in LA fits perfectly with his lifelong love for sports. He's spoken about how much he loves hockey meant to him growing up once saying, I wanted to be a hockey player long before I thought of being an actor. I was pretty shy as a child. I didn't feel confident unless I was on the ice. Oh, that's so cute. Once again, Keanu proves that he's not just a Hollywood legend. He's the kind of guy you love to call a friend. Oh, that's so true. I love Keanu Reeves. He's the best. That's so cute that he loves hockey. It's almost like he's Canadian. Oh, that's so cute. He is Canadian, by the way. That was, those the thing. I know, right? That was so cute. Yay, Canada! Woohoo! Okay. Here is the last piece of news. I told you guys I wanted to go out on something positive. And this is kind of like a little homeward bound, except it's a video that just had me really happy. It's just so funny. Okay, here we go. Toddler and dog played tag and it's going viral. This Toddler and Jack Russell Terrier Ziggy play the cutest game of tag you'll ever see. So here we go. Look at this cat. The cat's just like, you guys are so dumb. That cat is like so judgmental. Like he's like, the human's stupid, the dog's stupid, everybody's stupid. Why am I here? This is definitely what's happening here. Let's see. It said watching it on Instagram. If I press play on it, it takes me to the Instagram page. Look at him. He's just like, do you really not know that he's going to go the other way? Do you really not know that? I mean, come on. Do you really not know? What? I love this cat. Cats are the best. They're just so judgmental. This video made me happy because the cat is so judgmental. That dog is having fun. That's all that matters. It's true. That baby was having fun too. So adorable. I know, right? The baby was like, it's finally walking. The baby's like, I'm here. Let's do this. Let's walk together, have some fun. It's all good. All good things. Well, okay. I think that's about it. That's it for the show, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out today. It's been so amazing. You guys have been so amazing in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up today and every week, every Friday. You guys show up and hang out with me, and it's the best. Special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for supporting the show in the way that you do. Thank you for the Rumble rants as well. You guys are fantastic. And I'm making a video. I'm working on one. It's going to be dropped either today or tomorrow for this channel. I'm going to continue to work on stuff for the good news thing as well, for the good news channel, which is pinned which is pinned in the pinned tweet and in the description. Oh my God, Spike, you don't need to do this. He wants dance party before we leave. He wants a dance party. Yeah, Spike Insanity for $20. He's like for the Kimono Fund. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a Japanese bow. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you, Spike. We're dancing because it's $20. Thank you, Spike. Okay, the party's over for this next one. We're ending the party for this next chat. You definitely don't deserve a party for this. 200 Watt Studios for $2 says moist. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was kind of doing like that. I don't know what I was doing. Thanks, TD. That's so nice of you to say. You guys are the best, though. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will be back next week as well, next Friday, for I believe it's going to be the 299th show of Infinite Hope. And then the following will be the 300th. No, that's not true. Where are we? What episode is this? This is 228. What am I talking about? So it's going to be 229 next week and then 230. I'm getting way ahead of myself. What? There's a clip for that? For what? What clip? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, 229 next week. Come back Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we will talk more good news. Oh, that. Oh my God. I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to, what's the word? Encourage this type of behavior, Braz Monkey. I should probably get that clip. You know what, Spike? I feel like that's needed right now. That's definitely needed.
Stop it. Get some help.
Also, this to 21 Studios. Bye, you guys. Bye.